Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video. This video is continuation of my last video wherein I talked about how I found 3 jobs within 15 days of landing in Canada. In this video, I am going to focus on the types of jobs which will get you earning ASAP. When you are new to the country, you start living on your savings and you don't want them to get exhausted. So it is important for you to start earning right after you land. In this video, I am going to guide you on types of jobs, what types of jobs you can start with, how you can start earning right after you land in the country. If you are watching this video looking for quick money making schemes or online surveys or any fast money making ideas, then this video is not for you. I have more than 9 years of experience in recruitment, and in this video, I really want to help anyone who is looking for a genuine job, who is ready to make efforts for it. I have helped hundreds of people, especially immigrants, to get foot in the door, and now I'm happy to say that most of them are able to do the jobs they dreamt of. Let's start with what types of jobs are available, and then we'll go with what portals you can find those jobs and what types of jobs are suitable for you at a particular point of time in your career. So there are 5 types of jobs: permanent full-time employment, permanent part-time job, contract full-time employment, contract part-time, and casual jobs. As most of us would be knowing that permanent full-time job is the permanent job with 30 to 40 hours in a week where you have benefits, and it's a permanent job which will give you salary regularly. It does not have any ending term. Permanent part-time job is similar to permanent full-time job. The only difference is that it does not go for 30 to 40 hours a week. It is less than that. Contract jobs, on the other hand, they have fixed term. So if you are in a contract role, you know that your contract might end after several months or maybe a year. It does not have any benefits like permanent job. And contract part-time is similar to contract full-time. The only thing is that the number of hours are less. Casual jobs, as you might have guessed, is that it does not have any fixed hours or any fixed days of work. It depends on company to company and what needs they have. And now we will look into what portals you can go and find these types of jobs. The most famous portals in Canada are Indeed, Monster, LinkedIn, even Kijiji. On those portals, you would find all these types of jobs. On Kijiji particularly, you will find more contract and casual jobs, but Indeed and LinkedIn will be more suitable for both types of roles, contract as well as permanent. Now, see, every one of us wants to have a permanent job so that we are mentally relieved and we don't have to worry about our next earnings or next paycheck, right? But you know, as per the survey and as per the research, it takes almost 4 months for a person to find job or to land a job in Canada. Now, in that 4 months, if you are new to the country, you would not be having any income. So how will you survive? Most of us, we don't explore the options of contract jobs. So when you are new to the country, or when you're switching between the jobs, or there is a layoff in your company, the best option according to me is to find a contract position. Now the contract jobs starts from 1-day jobs to 6 months to 1 year. I have recruited receptionist, administrative assistant, contracts administrator, finance administrator. I have seen 1-day jobs going to 15 days, 15 days jobs going to months, and months going to permanent role. Now, many of us would think that contract job will bind us to not change our jobs, but actually that's not true. If you are in a contract role, if you have an emergency or you find a permanent position, you can give notice and you can leave the contract. It is not binding you to complete the entire contract. And mind me, all these tips are for non-technical jobs and non-IT jobs. Only if you are looking for to get foot in the door for non-IT and technical jobs, my videos will be useful for you because I have been recruiting in those fields. Okay, now I'll go back to the topic. So why I'm suggesting contract role is that I come from India, where contract roles are not very common, especially for non-technical fields. So I was always scared of that. But when I started recruiting, I saw miracles. I have been able to help so many of them to get foot in the door with multinational companies, and they just went there for 15 days contracts, 10-day contract, and they got permanent position with those companies. Now, why I'm pressing on that? Because permanent role, like I mentioned, takes at least or approximately 4 months from searching, like when you start the searching process. It can take less, it took me less time, but it took me less time to find job, but the job starts after a month because they do all the checks. They do credit check, they do criminal check. Some companies also do fingerprint checks. So it takes them a month to set up their IT and all the checks, and then you start. So basically, even if you get job early, it will take some time for you to actually start the job. So that's when contract roles come into the picture. So for example, you're looking for job and you get a 1-day contract. What's wrong in that? Even if it is reception, even if it is administrative assistant, you are learning something, you are making contacts with the company, and these 1-day contracts will be very quick. For example, we used to get contract in the morning. I had to find someone who can do that job within few hours. So it's that quick. And someone who is looking for job, I don't think there is any problem in earning some extra money. This will help you not use your savings. This will help you build contacts, and this will help you gaining some experience. And I'm talking about all the office jobs. I'm not talking about industrial jobs because that's where I don't have experience in. They even have quicker turnaround time. But here I'm talking about all the office jobs like administrative assistant, executive assistant, receptionist, office administrator, finance administrator. And one of the industries which is not which has been ignored by newcomers is insurance. We feel that insurance is all about sales, but actually it is not. If you look at insurance jobs, there are so many jobs like contract administrator, finance administrator, administrative assistant. And I've seen insurance companies, big insurance companies, they start with contract roles of 15 days, 3 months, 6 months, and they go into a permanent role. This was just an example. But see, what types of roles you will apply for depends on where you are. Like if you are new to the country and you want to start earning as soon as possible, then you would want to start somewhere where you might have future opportunities. It might not be related to, or it might not be as good as your role which you had in your home country, but it would be a starting point. I have seen so many people who have had the managerial position in their country and they come here and they have to start with a lower level position, but that doesn't mean that they will take 5 years to become manager. If you start with a good company, there will be always an opportunity for someone who is competent to get a better role in the future. You can also switch departments. So the main thing, according to me, when you want to start the job is to get foot in the door. And if it's a bigger company, it's better because they always have policies, they always support your growth, they always support your interdepartment change. Now the point comes, how to find these jobs. See, there are these companies, they don't have resources to employ contract positions themselves. So very few companies, they post those types of roles themselves. They usually go to recruitment agencies. And there are so many recruitment agencies in Canada. They are multinational, they are multi-provincial recruitment agencies which deals with these types of roles day in, day out. I would request search on Google the top agencies in Canada in the province you live, contact them, talk to them that okay, these types of roles you're looking for. Now see, even those agencies are busy. So not every time they will answer your call. So all you have to do is to be smart and tweak your resume a little bit according to the role, apply to the role, and then contact recruiter, right? So now I know being a VP, you would not want to add admin experience in your resume, but you can have multiple resumes depending on the role. We'll talk about it more in our next video. But in this video, I just wanted to give you a brief about what types of roles and how you can find these types of jobs. I hope this video has helped you in understanding the difference between different types of roles. Please don't reach out to me to find you any job because I am no longer in recruitment role. I've moved my role into another function of HR and I'm more focusing on immigration right now. But I am making this video series to help you finding the role yourself. My next video is going to be about resume making. I'm going to burst some myths, and I'm also going to guide you what you can add to your resume and how you can make it more job perfect. So please follow me, and there is also a surprise for you in the next video, and it's going to be first come first basis. So if you subscribe, you'll get the notification and you might be benefited. So I'll see you in the next one, and until then, take care.